Look, at my age, you know I've been to a lot of doctors. Healthcare partners, they really care. They're concerned about your health. They're all the best. I am Roberta, and I am a healthcare partner. Visit hcpnv.com to hear my story.
News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 775-751-0349.
Tonight on News 46, a body is located inside a burnt structure.
The VFW honors fallen heroes on Memorial Day.
And a ribbon cutting is held for a new business in town. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Rick Vale and Monique Mitchell. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Thursday, May 30th, 2013. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Monique Mitchell for News 46.
Fire crews were dispatched to a house fire on the south end of town last night. Officials located a body inside the manufactured dwelling after extinguishing the blaze, which completely destroyed the home.
Crews responded to a fully engulfed structure fire on the south end of town last night on Bond Street. We're going to speak to Lieutenant Anita Smith from Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue and Sheriff Tony DeMeo.
Crews were paged out for a fully engulfed single-wide dwelling on the south end of town in the area of Homestead and Bond. When crews arrived on location, they had some barriers to enter or access the property, and once they did access, the trailer was completely engulfed. Engine and 2 tenders were brought in initially with onslaught of ambulances as well to assist.
There was also some exposures of vehicles and a propane tank on scene there as well.
There were a few vehicles on location, that's correct, and a propane tank that was secured by the officer on scene. The dwelling itself was placed on the rear side of the property. The problem was there was an iron gate surrounding the property that was locked. So crews did have to access that and break into the property.
A state fire marshal was brought in last night because there's a person that was found inside the structure?
There is a confirmed fatality in the structure. State fire marshal is investigating at this time.
We did recover a body, and we're in the process of doing an autopsy. But at this time, that investigation is being handled by the Nevada fire marshal.
Were you guys aware at the time that the structure, when you guys were called to it, that there might possibly be somebody involved in it?
We were not advised that the structure was clear, nor were we advised that there was anybody inside. Typically, when crews get to a structure fire, their first and foremost goal is life safety. So, of course, they're going to do a primary search. Unfortunately, because of the amount of fire showing from the property, a search really wasn't possible.
You don't know what started this fire initially?
It's under investigation.
And then as well, any animals or any other people that possibly were injured?
Not this time, but again, it's still under investigation.
And once again, the state fire marshal was called in for that structure fire last night on Bond Street. As far as the female is concerned, of course, the coroner will be doing a report as far as her cause of death, if she was actually conscious at the time that the fire occurred. And as to the cause of the fire, it's still under investigation as well. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
Well, the VFW post on Homestead Road has decided that they will now hold their Memorial Day services at the Chief Tecapa Cemetery on May 30th, which is the actual date designated for Memorial Day.
The VFW held their Memorial Day service today here at the Chief Tecapa Cemetery on East Street.
The 30th day of May, 1868 is designated for the purpose of strewing with flowers or otherwise decorating the graves of comrades who died in defense of their country during the late rebellion, and whose bodies now lay in almost every city, village, and hamlet churchyard in the land. In this observance, no form of ceremony is prescribed, but post and comrades will, in their own way, arrange such fitting services and testimonials of respect as circumstances may permit.
This is Memorial Day, not Monday, not the 27th, but the 30th of May is Memorial Day. In some areas around town, you'll see flags at half-staff. It's those that remember, people like you, that remember what this day is all about. Every year, we talk about those that we left behind, those that didn't come home with us.
I want to first of all thank my fellow vets and people here who are not veterans but show support for those who served and have served and will serve this country in the past, in the present, and in the future. We also must remember those who gave their lives for this country, many who gave their lives before there was even a country, the Civil and the Revolutionary War.
So long as two comrades survive, so long will the veterans of foreign wars of the United States render tribute to our heroic dead. This altar represents the resting place of many departed comrades who served in all wars. Wherever the body of a comrade lies, there the ground is hallowed. Our presence here in solemn comradeship to all men, an expression of our tribute to their devotion to duty, to their courage and patriotism. By their service on land, on sea, and in the air, they have made us their debtors, for the flag of our nation still flies over a land of free people.
Wishing everyone a wonderful Memorial Day here at the Chief Tacoma Cemetery. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
An annual Memorial Day performance was held at Dusty Flats on Sunday to honor the fallen Pahrump gunfighters.
The Pahrump Gunfighters held their annual Memorial Day show at Dusty Flats this past Sunday. The show, which was free to the public, features skits that highlights gunfights. The Gunfighters now have aimed their show at historical events from outlaws in America's past. This weekend show began with a reading of names honoring the group's fallen gunfighters.
Gary Thurman, known as Dakota, U.S. Army. Robert Carroll, known as Sheriff Sunset, U.S. Navy.
The Pahrump Gunfighters are looking for those interested in joining their popular club. For more information on their scheduled shows or to donate to the nonprofit organization, you can call 751-3458. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
As we head into our first break, here's Mr. Movie Phone.
I'm Mr. Movie Phone. Surprise! Another sci-fi action flick in theaters, but a little magic too. Stay tuned as I amaze you with my weekend movie preview next.